I knew both of you would pick pretzel bread as soon as I saw it. Good morning. I just got back from taking 2 of the boys out to breakfast. If you watched my rewards system video that just went out this week, you would see that one of their favorite rewards to pick is going on a date with, it's usually me. And so Leo and Silas both wanted to go together for breakfast this morning, so they got up really early so that we could head out while the sun was still coming up and have breakfast and get back in time for Jason to leave for work and to do all of our regular morning things. So that's what we did this morning before the sun came up. I didn't even get the camera out because it was so dark, but I made scones for the family that was staying behind. And what else did I do? Just my normal Bible time and get ready for the day and those kind of activities. Set the kids' job chart, put all their initials on it so that they could get started on that while I was gone. So today I'm going to walk you through a day in our life. So I am Julie, if you're new here. I am mom to 8 kids. We live in a tiny house. Well, actually, I've been told several times that our house is not technically a tiny house because it's over the whatever the measurements are. But it's 575 square feet, and for a family of 10, it sure feels tiny to me. But that's where we live. If you want to know more about our story, I will link some videos below that talk about why in the world we are living here. This wasn't our main goal for our future, but it's a stepping stone and we're enjoying it in the meantime. So this video is a collaboration video with another Julie. This is a Julie who lives in Canada and she is mom to 5. She's a homeschooling mom. And the really fun thing about this is that it was you guys who told me about Julie in the first place. And I think she probably had some of my subscribers tell me about her a while ago. They just said that we reminded them of each other, that we just had a lot of similarities. And so that was a while ago. And now here we are doing a collaboration video together. So be sure to head over to her channel. She will be posting a video today also showing what a day in the life looks like for a homeschooling mom in Canada. Before I go in, I wanted to show you a quick peek. Bella's day starts with a lot of animal care, right, Bella? Yeah. So she takes care of our little rabbits that we have out here.
I'm washing that tray right there because I need to clean out that cage. I'm washing the tray and feeder, so they're not allowed to go in there right now.
Yep, it's busy. It's cold. It's too cold for Mom. I'm kind of wimpy. Aw, you're cute.
Yeah. I had to switch them around because she just had babies. So I had to switch these 2 moms because her kid was too small.
All right, I'm going to head inside and get started on my day. Good morning, Lydia. I see that you enjoyed the chocolate chip scones. Were they really good? Kids are up and playing this morning. There we go. Samuel is my diligent top 5 guy. He gets it done. He's almost always first when everybody else is wound up. And yeah.
I'm going to be.
Yeah, you usually are.
James is a hippo.
We are playing the famous Wildcats game that the kids made up years and years ago, but what should we be doing right now?
Nothing. Practice.
Time for top 5. Come on down. Jeremiah, let's come get dressed, okay?
Crocodile, colossal squid. Go get your...
I'm not a squid, I think.
What animal are you?
A gecko?
Let me see your disc.
I'm the activated.
They made all of these discs years ago, and if you know Wildcats, you would know what to do with them, right?
Hey, that's mine.
Look at this big boy. James has recently decided he wants to be part of the top 5 too. He's ready to be big. He's actually doing Jeremiah's job. So fun. He got himself dressed this morning, didn't you? All by yourself? Such a big boy. Okay, so my main role in the mornings is supervisor. I supervise the kids while they do their top 5, we call it. And I do have a video on that if you want to learn more about it. But basically, there's 5 things that the kids need to do every morning, and as they do them, they erase their initial from the dry erase board. This is just a system that has worked for us for a very long time. And so while they're doing that and eating breakfast, I am making sure I have a couple kids that need to be reminded to kind of stay on task, and that's just part of their training as they grow up. And I know one of these days they're gonna get it and they're gonna do it by themselves, because I've seen it happen with my older kids. They just do what they need to do now. So while I'm helping oversee that, I'm also doing things like, you know, washing breakfast dishes, or if I got tired and left pans from the night before, I'll wash those now too, or those kind of things. And just kind of getting myself ready for the day. So let me show you what my to-do list entails today. Okay, so this is what I've come up with so far that I need to do today. I actually already did this one. I stayed up too late last night, but I did get that done, so that's nice. Okay, homeschooling, and I really wanted to get out the Valentine's Day decorations. We're late this year, but yeah.
What do you mean late?
Well, we usually have them out by the 1st of February so that we can enjoy them a little longer, but I'd like to get that done today. Okay, breakfast with the boys is done. And I need to finish chickens. Jason and the kids butchered a bunch of chickens 2 days ago? Yesterday? They've had 2 days of
2 nights.
butchering here, and so there's just a little bit of finished work to do with that. I need to record a video for my mom's group. This is our group lesson that we're going to do today. And as a family, I need to edit my kombucha video and notify the winners of the Peaceful Press. All last month I did giveaways with every single video, and so I'm still wrapping up all the details of that and announcing the last winners and things. I'm vlogging today. This is really important. I have got to place my Azure order before 4 o'clock. And I need to work out times. Some of the kids are going to the grandparents this weekend, so I need to work out times with him. And this is my, you know, if I have extra time goals. I still have pictures that I ordered to send out with Christmas cards and never did. So I thought, hey, I could just send them out as Valentine's Day cards. And we bought some more toy bins to organize more of our toy system. We'll see if I get to that. Well, we're doing things a little bit out of order today because Bella had some extra animal work outside, so she's still outside. It's hard to balance her outdoor work, which she really enjoys, so it's hard to kind of pull her away with getting her inside so we can do our morning things together. We like to sit at the table and do Bible time together, so that has not happened yet. It is 9:30. But kids decided to go ahead and get started on math here just so that they could get that done right away. So we're doing things a little out of our normal order. My typical order is that after our morning work, we do Bible time and then Copywork at the table. So we're just changing things up a little bit today, but that's fine. I'm flexible. It all gets done eventually. Elsie dressed Lydia today. So this is what an Elsie outfit is, right, Lydia? Fancy, fancy. Yes, this was my bonnet whenever I was a baby. That was my bonnet.
She's a princess. Oh, you want to stand
She's
up?
having fun doing canoodle. Okay, she's got an opinion these days, doesn't she? Oh my. Just say no thank you. Say no thank you. Here, do you want to put these in here? You want to put them inside? We have started getting very opinionated. All right. Good job, James. So while I'm waiting for Bella to come in and finish up and kids are working independently, I am going to prepare dinner. So I'm actually going to start soaking some flour for dinner. I have my sourdough started here. I'm going to do pot pie tonight. And so I'm going to start soaking the flour now so that tonight when we eat it will be ready to go. I'm going to just do a biscuit crust on top of meat and vegetable pot pie, so I'm sure that'll be a hit. It's always a popular item around here. cleaning jobs are done. Look how clean this place is. I like to document it because it'll get messy again before we know it, right? But it's clean and everyone's gathering together for our Bible time. We're going to put the Legos away. We put everything away so we're not distracted. If you're a toddler, you get to play, right?
I'm a toddler.
You're a toddler? Uh-oh. I guess we got to do naps and early bedtime for you then.
Yeah.
So while they gather, finish gathering, we have just been reading through the book of Hebrews together. Sometimes we read just a section, sometimes we read a whole chapter. Depends what it is. Oh, you know what? The baby doll can come to the table for Bible time if the baby sits quietly. Can the baby sit quietly, James?
Baby can sit quietly.
Good job coming. Okay, boys, make your Legos disappear, please.
Whoopsie.
Whether disappear.
Make the Legos disappear and let's sit quietly. Can baby doll sit quietly? Will you show her how? Whoops, you okay? Reach down so he can sit here, please. All right. Now, faith is the assurance of things hoped for. By faith, that's right. For by faith, the people of old received their condemnation. Here, James, show me a picture. Thank you. By faith, we understand that the universe was created by the word of God. So that what is seen was not made out of things that are visible. So did God have to have a visible thing to make everything? No, he can make it out of nothing. That's for later. By faith,
Later today.
okay, listen.
I like that photo.
This is not what I want you to question me with right now. Thank you. By faith, Abel offered to God a more acceptable sacrifice than Cain, through which he was commended as righteous. So we finished our Bible time, and we are doing some copy work here. Everybody, let's see. Leo is copying from McGuffey's. I don't know which one that is. The third reader.
Fourth.
Third reader.
Fourth.
I don't think we have the fourth.
What? It's not fourth?
Nope, it's the third. Samuel is copying from Genesis. Everybody got to pick what. And they've been doing the same thing. Day after day, they do the same thing, right?
Do through the whole Bible.
Can't
be a tiny book.
You're not gonna make it.
You know what? Hey, somebody wrote that Bible once. You can rewrite it again. His goal is writing the entire Bible in his copy work. But he's faithfully moving through Genesis. Look at him. Silas, something's wrong with this picture.
They're not close.
Bella, today.
No.
Elsie, let's get you some headphones. Shh. Okay.
They are loud.
They are really loud. I'm gonna
every day.
give them an activity. Bella is copying from Welcome to the Farm. Okay, Jeremiah and James, come with Mommy. We're gonna have reading time. Okay? Come, follow me. Follow me. Lydia is being strangely quiet, just laying there. So we're not gonna disturb her. This is just strange.
It's calm.
Okay, sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Her mother went back to her picking, but little Sal, because her feet were tired of standing and walking, sat down in the middle of a large clump of bushes and ate blueberries. On the other side of Blueberry Hill, Little Bear came with his mother to eat berries. Shh, Little Bear, she said, eat lots of berries and grow big and fat. We must store up food for the long, cold winter. Sit down, James. Little Bear followed behind his mother as she walked slowly through the bushes eating berries. Little Bear stopped now and then to eat berries. Then he had to hustle along to catch up. Where's the bear, Lydia? Is it Bear?
There.
Bear?
Who can I trace this?
Because his feet were tired of hustling, he picked out a large clump of bushes and sat right down in the middle and ate blueberries. Oh, there she is. Over on the other side of the hill, little Sal ate all the berries she could reach from where she was sitting and started out to find her mother. Oh, we're on this page now. Where is she? She heard a noise from around a rock and thought, that is my mother walking along. Say, excuse me. But it was a mother crow and her children. And they stopped eating berries and flew away saying, caw, caw, caw. Then she heard another noise in the bushes and thought, that is surely my mother, and I will go that way. But it was Little Bear's mother instead. She was tramping along, eating berries, and thinking about storing up food for the winter. Little Sal tramped along right behind. I just went back to my laundry room to get some more Ziploc bags. We've been going through them a lot with all of this. I should have bought gallon size bags for our, what's that thing called? Vacuum sealer? That would have been smart, but I don't have that. So right now we're just putting it in freezer bags. Yes, Bella is helping me to do these chickens. We just needed to get the last little bits of the quills out, the feathers out, so she's helping me with that while the kids play outside. We made it through some morning schoolwork and the sun is shining. And this is a rare warm day, and then by next week I think it's going to be really cold again. So we're taking advantage of it. They went outside. Lydia is just in a state today. I mean, she's just not being happy. Her nose is running, her molars are coming in, and she is so sad that I turned on a baby Einstein for her so that we could work. So that's what's happening over here. That's this sad situation. Look at that baby girl. She's just not feeling great, is she? So she's watching baby Einstein, and then we're going to put her down for a nap. Yeah, these kids are done. We're going to be doing this book this afternoon. After Lydia takes a nap, it just gets a lot more quiet, and then I do the more concentrated group things. So we're going to be talking about Thailand in this book, and we're going to be working on this map. And then I also need to still do a reading lesson with Jeremiah and language arts with Elsie, because we do that together. She's my one kid who wanted to go through a language arts curriculum with me, so we've been doing that. And then Bella has her own independent work still to do, and Leo also has his physics and chemistry that he's doing independently. So they're my older people who have their own agenda that we will do this afternoon. But right now I said go out and play. Just go enjoy, because it'll give me a chance to catch up on my list here. I did get a few things done on the list. We're doing the chickens right now. The video, I posted and shared the video for that. Azure. Let me do that. Let me place Azure after we're done with this, Bella, because if I forgot that, that would be really bad. Bad news. Yep, we actually don't need much from them at all. We placed a big order last month, and this month we only need some cow minerals. And I'll probably just get more rolled oats because you have to equal $50. And I don't know. I mean, we hardly need anything. If it wasn't for those minerals that we like from them, I probably wouldn't be ordering at all this month. But we do want those. We do want those, yeah. All right, so onward and upward. This is what I made for lunch today. I just used leftover chicken from last night that I cooked in a crock pot. Chopped up some apples and some lettuce and Parmesan cheese and mayonnaise. I do it different every time, but that's what I did today. I get a lot of questions about our lemonade, and I have shared this recipe, but it's been a while. So to make lemonade that is, we call it lemonade, but it's just a healthy drink that my kids really enjoy. I use a 1/4 cup in my pitcher here. I use a 1/4 cup of this organic lemon juice, a 1/2 teaspoon of stevia, and a full teaspoon of these vitamin C crystals. Just a minute, buddy. A 1/4 teaspoon is a gram. So that is 4,000 grams of vitamin C in here, and then everybody enjoys it together. So Except James. James doesn't like lemonade. So James wants water, right? Okay. Okay, let's pause this day in the life to talk a little bit about expectations. Because I feel like this is an important thing, especially if you have a similar family situation to mine with a lot of small people or other unpredictable things in your home. So there are some YouTube channels. I like watching other channels of other homeschooling families and that are in different seasons of life than mine. And some of them have kids that are all elementary or high school age. And their life is just a lot more predictable, and routine is easy to put into place. And so I watch them and I enjoy them, but I don't try to make that a model for my life, because it would be giving me an expectation. What's Jeremiah doing? It would be giving me an expectation that would be impossible to be fulfilled, and would then leave me feeling frustrated at my own situation or my own children. So it's really important that we have correct expectations for our homes. If you have a lot of, if you have babies or toddlers or even preschoolers, or if you have a lot of outdoor animals like we do, or you have one of the moms in my mom's group has they foster children, so there's a lot of unpredictability there. Or if you have a husband whose, job schedule changes a lot, or maybe you have an elderly parent that you're caring for. These are all things that will throw a wrench into your homeschool day, and your expectation, in order to have more peace in your heart, your expectation should make room for that. It should plan for that. And so if I'm expecting that every one of my days is going to look the same, and I'm going to have this nice structured homeschool day, and I'm going to always accomplish everything that's on my list, what will happen is that I will end up feeling really frustrated. And I will be frustrated at my kids. I'll be frustrated at things out of my control. But when I have an expectation that these are my goals, and it would be wonderful to meet those goals, but it's also okay if we don't. Or, this is how I think my morning's going to go, but I hold it loosely, and I'm willing to allow whatever the day brings to come in. When that is my mindset, I'm going to have an easier time of being peaceful in my heart, because I won't be having my expectations dashed. So that's been a very, very important thing for me to discover over the years, especially as my family has continued to grow, and you just never know what the day will hold. It is 4 o'clock, so we're going to do a little bit of cleanup and get the house back in shape before Jason gets home. Just got home with some things I ordered from Amazon. So I got 2 of these peelers because our peeler situation was bad. They were just not doing a very good job. And then I bought these, which apparently were a 2-pack. I just didn't even pay attention. A 2-pack of this to put in the treasure box because, like I talked about in the rewards video this week, they get a treasure and one little bubble gum whenever they complete 20 math lessons. And I had just plain white bubble gums because I didn't want all the food dye, but then I found this company which has candy that it's gluten-free, it has no corn syrup, no nuts, and it's non-GMO. And so I thought these looked really fun. They're bubble gum, but it's within a lollipop outside. So yeah, it's just kind of like, what are those things, blow pops, I guess. But look at the ingredients. It's just regular sugar and rice syrup and actual food extracts and no dyes. So yeah, I thought they would really like these. I'm going to put them up in the treasure box, so that'll be the fun treat. I'll put a link to these if you're interested in having some natural candy, even for Valentine's Day and things. I just think it's fun to be able to give them something that you feel better about. Night has fallen, the sun is gone. I'm working on dinner right now, putting that pot pie together. And Jason has a couple of the kids helping him outside. We're working on, no, I shouldn't say we, they are working on finishing building a greenhouse so we can start planting seeds soon. So thanks so much for spending the day with me. I'm going to go ahead and say goodbye to you now because we're going to move into dinner and bedtimes and all that kind of craziness. Don't forget to go check out the other Julie's channel. I will put a link in the description box so you can go see what her day was like today too. And I will see you all very soon. Bye.